Yeah, in some ways, 3 years seems like a long time, but guess what? This is still a problem. This is still an issue in my life today. As you can see from the screenshot, the comment you see here was made 3 hours ago, and I bothered to post a reply. Not just that, I wrapped this up in a bow and sent it to Durianrider. Sent an email to Durianrider saying, look, man, you really need to come out and make a factual retraction of your claims. I say factual because, I don't need an emotional apology. I don't need anything else. But, actions have consequences. Defamation on the internet casts a really long shadow. And this still casts a shadow over my life to this day. Jeff Nelson, your conduct and misconduct on this issue still has consequences for me to this day. And you know what, Jeff? Looking back, I should have sued your ass. I should have dragged you into court. Because unlike Durianrider, that really would have made a difference. 1 minute response to Jeff Nelson launching a series of lawsuits against troll accounts scattered all over the world. The irony, from my perspective, is that the first time Jeff got in touch with me when he sent me these bullshit emails, Jeff's whole argument was that I should not sue Durianrider. And my situation with Durianrider was much, much, much more serious. Jeff, none of these people were trying to beat you up in the streets of Chiang Mai. When Durianrider came at me, it was a credible threat. We were both in Chiang Mai. Jeff, none of these people are destroying your job prospects by by making very serious criminal and sexual allegations against you. And I gotta tell you, Jeff, the outcome of Durianrider's defamation of me, it is real in my life. I do think, when I was applying for jobs in Japan, the people doing the job interviews were putting my name into Google, and what do they see? I do think it's a factor there, and there's one case where I know it's a factor. I have a new girlfriend. When I was just meeting and getting to know my new girlfriend, I've talked to her parents over Skype. I haven't met them face-to-face. Her parents put my name into Google. They said they found bad things about me. She has two brothers. I think one of her brothers put my name into Google, finds this bad shit about me. So, Jeff, I do not believe anyone really thinks you are in remotely so serious a situation with this defamation as I was with mine. Is it defamation, technically speaking? Yes. But Jeff, you're a liar and a hypocrite and an asshole, because your whole response to me when I was in a very serious situation, apart from publicly insulting me, ridiculing me, lying about me, defaming me, which you did to me, Jeff, I'd be in a position to take you to court, Jeff Nelson, you hypocritical sack of shit. But your whole argument in the friendly emails you sent me, because some of your emails were legit friendly, you were trying to convince me to drop the lawsuit against Durianrider. And, your main argument, which again, I respect to a limited extent, I respect to some extent, was that you talked about how fucking horrible your own past experiences were with starting lawsuits and getting involved in the court system and all this stuff. So, Jeff, I could quote your emails back to you, the advice you gave me when you were trying to talk me out of a lawsuit with Durianrider. And again, in my case, it is not even a lawsuit. The word lawsuit is very vague in English. In my case, I'm simply pressing criminal charges. That's it. So it's not like a civil suit. It's not that involuted or convoluted. And it may end in failure. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. And all the time, you can pay lawyers and they do the paperwork and the case is inconclusive, or the judge throws it out, or the judge throws it out in a technicality, or the judge just says, justice is not worth serving in your case, go back to Canada. I wouldn't blame the Thai court system for being racist against me in that sense. They may well have the sentiment that the Thai justice system has better things to do than sort out a pissing contest between two foreigners who don't even live in Thailand. I can sympathize. If my case gets thrown out of court, you say, well, I did my best. I put together this case in the interest of justice, in the interest of raising the standards of conduct within the so-called vegan community that doesn't exist, a movement that doesn't exist yet, of trying to, yes, punish someone legally for taking the name of veganism and dragging it through the mud, to try to punish someone legally for taking my name that I got to use when I hand over my CV and apply for a job, my name that my girlfriend's parents put into Google. Yes, to punish him for dragging my name through the mud. And Jeff, you were 100% wrong in the advice you gave to me. And now you're not even following that advice yourself. You're starting lawsuits over complete bullshit where you've got nothing to win. You don't have an ethical fucking leg to stand on. You're not trying to improve it. And you didn't give a fuck when it mattered. When it mattered, when everyone on YouTube was freaking out, and yeah, I was breaking down, crying on YouTube and all this shit, when everyone was talking about the conduct of your best buddy, Durianrider, who you still support, you still repeat his defamation about me. I've got a video about that not so long ago on your fucking blog. I've seen it in writing of you repeating the same defamation, the same sexual allegations to me. Jeff, I could take your ass to court and have a 10 times better case than you've got against any of these people on YouTube. I mean, you are making a case out of bullshit where you haven't suffered. There are no possible negative consequences for you. And you know this. You know this. And not only did you back Durianrider at the time, you back him after the fact. When nobody's backing Durianrider anymore, when Durianrider himself has admitted that he was trolling and or lying. I mean, Durianrider didn't really apologize, but he kind of just confesses in his stupid way, oh yeah, this was all BS. When that controversy started, Jeff, nobody thought Vegan Gains was going to back me up. Vegan Gains and Durianrider were very much publicly allies and on the same page. Nobody was expecting that. Nobody was expecting all the people to stand up and do the right thing who did. And Jeff, you stayed in your seat, and when you finally did stand up, you were doing the wrong thing, and you're still doing the wrong thing now. Jeff, unlike me, you're at an age where you're already retired. You don't have to take your CV out and apply for jobs. I don't think you have any new girlfriends whose parents are going to put your name into Google and figure out what kind of guy you are. I think you're past that in life, Jeff. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think you're out there hustling the way I am. I don't think this stuff has the kind of risk or consequences for you. So, Jeff, I want you to think about the future. I want you to think about your legacy. And God damn it, I want you to think about the future of veganism as a movement. Somebody has to. For fuck's sake, Jeff, somebody has to.
I mean, really, people like to disrespect my crew, but the fact is that you know my name and I don't know you.